On behalf of Menon Mantras and Menon City World team, I welcome one and all. So we all have seen Sujit sir. We have seen him on YouTube videos, on Facebook, Instagram. We have seen that how he's changed lives of people by taking care of their health. So Sujit sir is a complete health professional, a fitness guru, and very, very active on social media. It is our honor and privilege that he's accepted our invitation, and he'll be sharing with you how his life changed while he was following his passion. Very warm welcome, Sujit sir. Thank you once again, and over to you.
Thank you, Reshma ma'am, and good morning to everyone sitting at home. And I hope you're all safe. Everyone is doing great with their health, and everything is fine. Everyone is great with your family. So, as Reshma ma'am mentioned, everything started with Menons. I am a true Mennonite, as we always say, and I'll be talking about in depth about my story later. So, before I start, I would like to ask students, what is your passion? मतलब आपको आगे जाके क्या करना है? And all the seniors, please be very attentive कि क्या बच्चे type कर रहे हैं. And I know you would be getting some really amazing answers to this. So kids, I want you all to type. Yeah, I see CA, I see space scientist, great. Gaining knowledge, okay. Gaining knowledge about everything, perfect. Hotel management, investigation, cricketer, doctor, CA, coding, okay, great. Gaining knowledge about everything, police, CID, interior, gaming developer, dancer, IPS officer, music producer, logistic manager, choreographer. Great, superb answer, kids, superb. I told you कि मैं तो ये सब मालूम. हमारे टाइम पे क्या था? साइंस, कॉमर्स, आर्ट्स. I want to pass the MPSC, great. So हमारे टाइम पे क्या था? कॉमर्स, साइंस, आर्ट्स, बस. कॉमर्स किया तो बीकॉम, साइंस किया तो डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर. Now is the main question. Kids, remember, listen to this question. जो भी आपने बोला है मुझे इन्वेस्टिगेशन करना है, मुझे क्या करना है? मुझे साइंटिस्ट बनना है. Now the next question, आपको ये क्यों करना है? Why do you want to do this? Why? अच्छा, for the country, okay, I like it, okay, to be successful, okay, because I like to do it, okay, satisfaction, okay, for my country, okay, or that's it. Because I got so many responses about what, but the responses went low when I asked why. That's okay. Why I want to make my parents proud, for myself, to make weaponry for Indian Army. In CA accounts are there, I like it because I like to do it. I will give my parents for my family or I'm passionate, following my passion. I love sketching. Perfect. Thank you. So the first question was, what you want to become, and the second question is why you want to become. Okay, now I expected these answers. Why, what you want to become, मेरे को expected नहीं. I knew you want to become great, something अलग ही करना है आपको. Great, that's great. Second, but when I asked you why you want to become, I 100% knew you will think क्या लिखूं मैं भी. कुछ लोगों ने अच्छा इसने क्या लिखा है, अच्छा मेरे भी ऐसी, मेरे को भी ऐसा. So this is the first learning today. It is okay to know if you do not know why I want to become. It is okay at this stage because abhi we are all young, we are in the teens. Okay, so slowly, steadily, we will understand why aapko ye chahiye. Maybe I'm telling her, remember these words. Maybe 2 years down the line, जो आपका what था ना, क्या करना है मुझे, वो भी शायद change होगा. 100%. There'll be not everyone, but many of you would change your what, maybe. And this will happen with many of you. Because now, किसी ने CA बोला है, किसी ने साइंटिस्ट बोला है, किसी ने डॉक्टर बोला है, किसी ने CID बोला है, किसी ने आर्मी बोला है. Okay, so ये बहुत लोगों का ये जो डिसीजन है ना, it would be based on something which has been a past experience in your life. Maybe the favorite person, तुम्हारा लाइफ में जो फेवरेट पर्सन है वो शायद CA कर रहा है, तो तुमको उसके जैसे बनना है, इसीलिए शायद आप CA बोल रहे हो. This is just, I am giving an example. And also all the seniors, if you have kids at home, remember this. ये आपके लिए भी है, because I have been teaching now students I have almost taught more than 10,000 students for last 15 years. In Menons, I have been teaching. I have also been guest faculties for so many colleges also. At the same time, now I deal with all the adults with their health. So I have dealt with so many different mindsets. So first, kids, when you choose your profession, और आपके अगर seniors are there on the call, अगर आपके बच्चे भी कोई चीज choose कर रहे हैं ना, so I always ask them why you want to do this thing. And जब ये open platform है, तो बच्चे normally बोलते हैं I want for the family, I want to inspire. Akalika, I want to become police because I got inspired from serial actor who played a wonderful. Perfect. This is what. जब मैं बड़ा हो रहा था ना, कुछ होता है के साथ ना बॉर्डर भी रिलीज हुआ था. तभी मेरा सोच चेंज हो गया. नहीं यार, आर्मी देश के लिए कुछ, आर्मी के लिए भी करेंगे कुछ. एंड और उसी जोश में you will not believe I gave my NDA exam. नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी का एग्जाम भी दिया. रिजल्ट आज तक आया नहीं. मतलब समझ जाओ कि पास नहीं हुआ मैं. ओके, सो व्हाट can be based on different situations in your life. जैसा मैंने बोला, your father is a big inspiration for you, and because your father has done CA, you would want to do CA. It might be possible because कोई तो you have seen a role model in your life, क्योंकि वो कर रहा है ना, इसीलिए आपको भी करना है. This might also happen, definitely. या फिर ऐसे कोई सेशंस ऐसा हुआ है जहां पे आपने सुना है, you got inspired and then you say मुझे इस व्यक्ति के जैसे बनना है. That could also be one reason, and these reasons can keep changing. So don't worry about that. अगर तुमको लगता है ना कि मेरे को ये करना था, CA करना था, और फिर मैं अभी कुछ और कर रहा हूं, that's okay, absolutely fine. Your passion, what you are passionate about. Many people at the age of even 45, 50, they say, I do not know what I am passionate about. I do not know. And और एक चीज है, I'll just clear some misconception of all the kids. अगर आपको देश का सेवा करना है ना, तो आर्मी, डिफेंस, नेवी में जाके ही देश का सेवा होगा, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. हाँ, ग्रेट, इफ यू गो देयर तो डेफिनेटली होगा. बट everyone among us can be a part of the country's development. Remember this. ये याद रखना बच्चे लोग. It is not that आप डिफेंस में जाके ही देश का सेवा करते हो. नहीं, there are so everything that you can do. What I would suggest is whatever you do now, excel in that. Get the name of the country up. वो देश का सेवा हो गया. सचिन तेंदुलकर को देश का सेवा करने के लिए he did not join army. उन्होंने देश को anyways, he has brought India on the world map today. Everyone knows, many countries know India because of Sachin Tendulkar. One of the reasons. Vishwanath Anand, the chess player. So remember this, anything, and you can be passionate. And I'm coming to this, why I'm sharing all these things, there is a background to these things, which I'll explain when I share my detailed story, detailed presentation. Second, people will say कि मुझे पैसा कमाने का है, इसीलिए मुझे ये join करना है. Absolutely fine, there is no wrong about that. I will also talk about this in my coming presentation. Do not worry. It is okay. अगर आपको पैसा कमाने के लिए आप बोलते हैं मेरे को डॉक्टर बनना है क्योंकि डॉक्टर लोग बहुत पैसा कमाते हैं, that's okay. There can be different ways of thinking. हाँ, एक डॉक्टर लोगों का, कोई डॉक्टर बनता है क्योंकि मुझे लोगों का सेवा करना है, कोई डॉक्टर बनता है मुझे पैसा कमाना है. Both are right in their own words. Both are right, believe me. क्योंकि अगर कोई डॉक्टर बोल रहा है मुझे पैसा कमाना है इसीलिए डॉक्टर बनना है, वो पैसा तभी कमाएगा अगर वो लोगों का सेवा करेगा. तो रिमेंबर दैट. ऐसा कोई डॉक्टर नहीं है जो लोगों का सेवा नहीं करता और बहुत पैसा, ऐसा नहीं होता है. सो योर रीजन कैन बी एनीथिंग, बट जो मूल मंत्र होता है, जो एंड रिजल्ट होता है, दैट इज प्रोवाइडिंग हेल्प टू द सोसाइटी. दैट इज वन थिंग दैट रिमेंबर. ये याद रखना. एंड अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, स्टे ट्यून फॉर माय स्टोरी. You will get to know some very surprising facts about me. People who know me also do not know these things. Remember, one thing, do not look at being perfect. There is nothing called as being perfect. नहीं होता ये. कितना, everyone, हर एक में ना कुछ कमी होगा, and that is the beauty of being human being. So kids at the age of 15, 16, 17, 14, 18, you are absolutely okay. अगर आपको लगता है ना मेरे में ये कमी है, good, आप में कमी है क्योंकि आप इंसान हो. Remember this. And parents, what I would suggest is, whenever you ask your kid, what are you passionate about, what you want to do in life, remember one thing to ask them, why you want to do that. And then when you get the answer, you yourself will be surprised. अरे मेरा बच्चा कितना matured हो गया अचानक. My kid is 5 years old. Now when I go and ask him, तेरे को क्या करने का है? आज मेरे को बोलता है JCB का ड्राइवर बनने का है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो देखा है टीवी में JCB का ड्राइवर बड़ा गाड़ी चलाता है. बोलता है नहीं मेरे को बड़ा गाड़ी चाहिए, इसके लिए JCB का ड्राइवर बनने का है. So I respect that feeling कि he wants to do something big. उसको at the age of 5 उसको समझा छोटा बड़ा क्या है करके, at least size के हिसाब से. So respect. So parents, I will also tell you कि respect whatever your kids tell you and sit with them and then talk to them. अच्छा ये, now I was speaking to some kid, a parent, very good friend of mine, जो बोला रे ICSE का रिजल्ट आ गया, मेरे बच्चे को देखना, उसको ना घूमने का शौक है, तो बोलता है मेरे को ये सब पढ़ाई नहीं करने का है, मेरे को कुछ घूमने वाला कोर्स. So the kid sat with me. I asked the child, what do you want to do in life? She said, sir मेरे को ना बुक वगैरह तो उतना नहीं, मेरे को ना घूमना है सब जगह पे. मतलब घूमना क्यों है? बोलता है मेरे को, आई एम नॉट समवन जो एक जगह पे बैठ सकता है मेरे को. और वो बच्ची एट द नाउ शी हैज जस्ट गिवन 12, उसने क्या बोला, मैं कहीं भी रहूंगी लेकिन मैं घर पे नहीं रहना है, मेरे को बाहर रहना है. आई वांट टू एक्सप्लोर द वर्ल्ड. एट द एज ऑफ 17 18 किड्स आर ऐसा सोच रहे. सो वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट दैट. दिस इज द अपकमिंग जनरेशन. एंड आई द पेरेंट्स वर थोड़ा टेंशन में थे कि अरे मेरा बच्चा बोल रहा है घर पे नहीं रहना है, वो बाहर जाके रहना है उसको. दैट्स ओके, दैट्स ओके. बट आजकल के बच्चों को बहुत एक्सपोजर है. हाँ, एक चीज याद रखना, कीप योर किड्स कनेक्टेड टू यू. कीप योर किड्स कनेक्टेड टू यू. वो कहीं भी रहे वर्ल्ड में, पहला तकलीफ हुआ ना, कॉल आपको आना चाहिए. पापा मेरे को ये तकलीफ है, जरा हेल्प करो. मामा मेरे को ये तकलीफ है, मेरे को हेल्प करो. दिस इज द बॉन्डिंग दैट यू हैव टू क्रिएट विद योर किड्स. एंड किड्स, this is the bonding that you have to have with your parents. Remember this. So 2 things on this call to start the session. What I always tell to all the parents and all the students, the bonding between the child and the parent should be so. And today is Friendship Day. Have you wished your parents a happy Friendship Day? आपने बहुत लोगों को कॉल किया रहेगा, फ्रेंड्स वगैरह, हैप्पी फ्रेंडशिप. कोविड है, अपन नहीं मिल पा रहे, नो प्रॉब्लम. बट रिमेंबर किड्स, आई विल टेल यू, be the best friend of your parents. You and remember, they will not tell you, but हर चीज में they are the first one to stand beside you. Remember this. So if you are still not wished, go and wish them now. अभी जाके बोलो happy parents day, happy friendship day. Parents day नहीं, happy friendship day. And parents, if you have not wished your kids, go and wish your kids exactly now, saying happy friendship day. This is what a parent and child relation should be as of now. The parent should be the best friend of the kid. This is what I would always say in every presentation of mine. Remember. So I think that's it from my end. So only 2 learnings from me in this session. Number 1, be the best friend of your parents. Parents, be the best friend of your kids. And second, it is okay if you are not clear what you are passionate about today. It will keep evolving as the time goes on. So that's it from my end. Thank you very much. So I think Menon sir is here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dr. Vinod. Good morning, sir. Namaste to you. Namaskaram.
Good morning, sir.
Namaskaram. So this was just a start for today's session. I think when Sujit sir was taking the class, and not the class, when he was talking to you all, I think some of you all wrote that you want to do it for your parents. My request is, don't do anything for your parents, because the parents only want to see you happy. So my first request is, because I was hearing Sujit sir, and you can close the door, and Sujit sir asked, why do you want to do this? So my request to all of you all is, don't do anything for your parents. Better do it for yourself. Be happy in life. That's all. That is most important. Whether you are a doctor, engineer, chef, or what is that? Space scientist. Good. Somebody said, I want to be a cricketer. Good. Be happy. It's a human life should be filled with happiness, is all I can say. Namaskar, Ranjan ji, welcome. Right now, that is a professor of finance who just said namaskar to me. Right. So please understand, dear colleagues, today's session is very simple. Follow your passion. And we have 2 colleagues who are extremely diverse with each other. That's Reshma Miss here. All of you all know Reshma Miss. Those who do not know, that's my wife, Miss Reshma Menon. Right. Today, I invited her to please come and start, because she herself is following her passion. The passion is to educate kids, to ensure that kids do well in life. So we start today's session by saying Shri Ganesh and Nama. Right. Sujit sir is going to present something to all of you all. But right, I would request Sujit sir to please start his presentation, and please welcome the students. Right. I loved the way you spoke, sir. You spoke from your heart. So Sujit sir has been associated with Menon classes for, I believe, about 15 plus years now. And he follows his passion, right? So he started as a professor, then he became a lawyer, he studied law, and now today he's a health coach. He has traveled to Turkey, he has traveled to Singapore, right? And he's I would say, a global coach. Dr. Vinod Nair's introduction I'll give to all of you all. If I start now, it will take me at least 15 minutes to introduce Dr. Vinod B. Nair. So let us start by Sujit sir, and then we will get Dr. Vinod B. Nair.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So one message before Sujit sir starts. Whatever you do, you should be happy in life. That's all. So we start this session by saying this. Be happy in life. It's about happiness. Yes, sir. Over to you, please.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, ma'am. You can go to the next slide directly. So again, once again, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who has joined late. As sir said, I have been associated with Menon for 15 plus, now 16th year. This is 16th year. And as we all in Menon say, once a Mennonite, always a Mennonite. And this is not true for only students, but it is true for everyone who is associated with Menons. Remember. So, and it's been pleasure teaching so many kids. I started in the year 2003 teaching kids, sikhate. But one thing, and also, please go next, ma'am. Also, what happened was, during this phase of 15, 16 years, I also started learning a lot of things because I used to love learning. मुझे नया चीजें पढ़ने के लिए बहुत अच्छा लगता था. And जो आप देखेंगे, I am an MBA, I did my MCom, I did my MA, I did my diploma in software engineering, I did my LLB. Now this is all when I used to actively teach. But later on, now I have also done my diploma in nutrition. But one thing, if you see the heading, academic qualification versus common sense. I had so many degrees then. मैं इतना कुछ पढ़ाई किया था. अगर लोग देखते होते हैं इतना पढ़ाई किया तो इतना सब क्यों किया? But one thing that I forgot is, no matter how much you do all the studies, health is something जिसका कोई substitute नहीं है. जैसे कि for example, अगर आप गाड़ी चला रहे हो, BMW चला रहे हो, BMW का टायर अगर खराब हो गया ना, तो आप मैकेनिक को जाके बोलोगे टायर चेंज करके दो. बट अगर बॉडी का एक लीवर खराब हो गया ना, तो तुम्हारे पास मैकेनिक नहीं है या फिर घर पे तुम्हारा स्पेयर लीवर नहीं है. And this I understood later. Okay, as I said ना, initially when I was not into health, fitness, तो मेरा सोच कैसा था मालूम है? अरे जिंदगी में आया है ना, खा पी के रहने का, मरने का तो है ही एक दिन, टेंशन नहीं लेने का इतना. ये मेरा सोच था. And I used to tell people who used to tell me थोड़ा हेल्थ का ध्यान रख, थोड़ा हेल्थ का ध्यान रख. And then I realized कि क्यों हेल्थ का ध्यान रखना है. So please go next. So this is how I was before. I was 115 kilos 5 years back. Can you believe? And then ऐसा नहीं था कि मैं सोया तभी 80 किलो में और उठा तो 115 किलो. नहीं. I was knowing कि I am getting overweight. मैं overweight हो रहा हूँ. But मेरे पास ना कोई reason नहीं था. So this is the first thing that you should know. As Menon sir said, you should be happy. You should choose something which you love. So first reason, you should find your why. हमेशा याद रखो. मेरे को ना बहुत लोग बोलते थे, अरे सुजीत तो मोटा हो रहा है. ये जो social distancing बोल रहे हैं ना हम लोग, ये मेरा कपड़े का ना बटन social distancing मांग रहा था. हो रहा था ऐसा खींच रहे. कैसे कैसे? So you look at me how I was. Now again, I am not saying I was, अंदर से ना मेरे को समझ में आ रहा था. And this was when I was say how much 30 years में मेरा ये condition था. Okay, and then तब तक मुझे नहीं समझा. Then why did I change? Please go next, ma'am. This is the reason why I changed. My reason. मेरा बेटा जब भी हुआ वो 2 महीने का था और मैं 115 किलो. And then one fine day I realized कि वो 2 महीने का मैं 115 किलो. वो जब भी 2 साल का होगा तो मैं 150 kgs होगा, definitely होगा. क्योंकि I never used to smoke, I never used to drink, but I used to eat all the junk food. मुलुंड में ऐसे बहुत सारे चाइनीज टपरी. I always say this jokingly. जब से मैंने हेल्दी फॉलो करना स्टार्ट किया है ना, मुलुंड के 2-3 चाइनीज के टपरी बंद हो चुके. बिकॉज आई यूज्ड टू ईट ऑल द काइंड ऑफ जंक आउटसाइड, और वो भी ऑथेंटिक ठेले में से जो एकदम अनहेल्दी है. ओके, सो मेरा बेटा 2 महीने का, मैं 115 किलो. आई रियलाइज जब भी वो 2 साल 3 साल का होगा तो मैं 150 किलो होऊंगा. एंड इफ आई वुड सर्वाइव, क्योंकि 150 किलो वाला आदमी का ना कुछ गारंटी नहीं रहता है. एंड वो डर मेरे मन में आ गया कि बच्चे को पैदा तो किया, लेकिन अगर उसके साथ जिंदगी नहीं बिता पाया, अगर उसके में एज अ गुड फादर नहीं रह पाया, तो फायदा क्या हुआ उसको पैदा करने का. एंड आई ऑल्सो सी लॉट ऑफ पेरेंट्स टुडे, बच्चे खेल रहा है, सोफे पे बैठा है, बॉल फेंकता है, बच्चा ही बॉल मार रहा है, फिर वो बॉल लाके दे रहा है पेरेंट को, वापस पिताजी उधर ही बैठा है, डाल रहा है, बॉल मार रहा है, और फिर थोड़े टाइम के बाद बच्चा क्या बोलता है, मला नाही खेळायचं तुमच्या बरोबर, मेरे को नहीं खेलना है आपके साथ, क्योंकि ये सब ऐसा हो रहा है, आप ही मेरे को बॉल उठाने बोल रहे हो, बॉल लेके आने बोल रहे हो, तो मेरे को नहीं खेलना है. And then I realized मेरे को ऐसा फादर नहीं बनना है. I want to be my best friend, my son's best friend, and that is why I said. Also I thought जब ये स्कूल जाएगा और पेरेंट्स मीटिंग में मेरे को बुलाएगा और वो बैठा है उसके फ्रेंड्स के साथ और मैं 150 किलो का बॉडी लेके जा रहा हूँ स्कूल में, तो उसके फ्रेंड्स क्या बोलेगा, अरे तेरा बाप देख कितना मोटा है. I did not want my son to face that embarrassment. Remember, I did not want my son to face that embarrassment. Why? उसका एक ही गलती था कि वो मेरा बेटा है. So I said, no, enough is enough. I want to change. So the second lesson that you have to learn, you have to know what is the reason, what is the why. आपका why क्या है life में? What is your why? Not in health, anything. If you want to succeed in life, what is your why? As Menon sir said, I want to be happy. That can be your why. I want मेरा parents को मेरे को good life देना. That can be your why. If there are seniors here who say, I want to give my family a good life, that is your why. Whatever is your why. I always say, your why should make you cry. जब आप अपने why के बारे में सोचते हो ना, आपके आंखों से पानी आना चाहिए. That is what your why is. If your why does not make you cry, that is not your why. Remember. So remember what is your why. What is the reason in your life to achieve anything, and you will understand what you are passionate about. Please go next. Now, when this happened, my family also started taking. Please go next, ma'am. My family also started taking care of their health. My wife lost 20 kg. She is a marathon runner today. She also runs marathon. Looking at this, my mother started. My mother पहले उसको जैसे normally mothers रहते हैं कि नहीं मेरे को तो ठीक है life, but she had some health issues. She started, and I'm so proud as a son कि in this lockdown, it has been over say 120, 130 days. Remember this very attentively, friends. In this lockdown for last 120 days, she has been doing regularly 120 Surya Namaskars at the age of 56. Every day with 1 day ka break. Every day she is doing 120 Surya Namaskars at the age of 56. And today I'm so happy. Yesterday she was saying, अरे मेरे को ना पहले मांडी डाल के बैठने नहीं हो रहा था, अभी मांडी डाल के बैठने हो रहा है. When you change, everyone around change. And I also felt कि when I was teaching also, kids used to say, अरे सर आप कितना अच्छा सिखाते हो, आप कितना अच्छा सिखा रहे हो. And I realized I was a bad example for my kids, my students whom I was teaching. एक 115 किलो का आदमी सिखा रहे बच्चों को, तो बच्चों के दिमाग में कैसे आएगा? जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल सलमान खान अगर किसी का रोल मॉडल है, तो लोग क्या सोचेंगे, अगर सलमान खान पिक्चर में सिगरेट पी रहा है, मतलब मेरे को सलमान खान जैसा बनना है, मतलब मेरे को भी सिगरेट पीना पड़ेगा. This is what kids say, people say. So similarly I thought, if I am teaching students and if I am overweight, if I am not taking care of my health, my students will also replicate me. अच्छा, मतलब सुजीत सर जैसा बनना है, तो overweight मोटा रहेगा तो चलेगा, health का ध्यान नहीं दिया तो भी चलेगा. And I said, I am spoiling the life of the young kids. So this is second reason why I had to change. Please go next, ma'am. This happened, and over a period of time, I started running. And today, I am so proud. I can say, I am an athlete. I have already completed 100-kilometer run in 1 day. एक दिन में I ran. There are events. 1 day I ran 100 kilometers. Now this is not to boast about myself. This is क्या बताने के लिए पता है आपको? ये क्यों मैं बता रहा हूँ? क्योंकि अगर 115 किलो का आदमी जो घर से निकलता था, रिक्शा उबर करके ऑफिस जाता था, ऑफिस से रिक्शा उबर करके घर पे आता था, कोई भी टाइम पे रेस्ट होता था, खाता था, कुछ भी खाता था, अगर एक मेरे जैसा आदमी अगर चेंज ला सकता है, एक दिन में 100 किलोमीटर भाग सकता है ना, everyone on this call can achieve what you want to. Only thing is you should be passionate about what you want to achieve. Simple, as clear as that. You should be determined कि मेरे को करना ही है, बस कम वॉट में मैं करके रहेगा. My reason was very strong. हर बार जब भी मेरे को लगता था ना, नहीं यार आज वर्कआउट नहीं हो रहा है, मैं मेरे बच्चे को देखता था, नहीं यार इसके लिए करना है ना तो आज करेगा, छोड़, तकलीफ हो रहा है ना, करेगा. So this is what each one of you should be. This is why I said, if your why does not make you cry, it is not your why. Remember, okay? So this is few achievements that I have done. अगर अभी lockdown नहीं होता, so June I was supposed to run a 24-hour run, but because of lockdown it got postponed. So there are so many plans. Now the thought is very clear. First, health पे तो ध्यान रखना ही रखना है. Please go next. Then, as I said in my initial part, you should also take care of your family members. Now, this is a proud moment for me. मेरा achievement से जाना मेरे को मेरे बच्चे का. He is 5-year-old today, but from the last 3 years, जैसे कि वो 3 साल का था, 4 साल का था, 5 साल का था. Every year he has completed a 3 kilometer run. 3 kilometer run. Imagine at the age of 3 years. Why पता है क्यों ये complete किया? Because और ये ना जब भी सोता है ना तो उसके माँ को क्या बोलता है पता है कि मेरे को ना मम्मी कल सुबह उठा ना, मेरे को 5 किलोमीटर भागने जाना है, मेरे को 21 किलोमीटर भागने जाना है, वो भागता नहीं है. But what he sees what his parents are doing. Parents are eating right, parents are sleeping early. So I am so happy I am trying and inculcating these habits in my kid. And that is why and idhar likha bhi hai, the person who is giving him the award, he is a very well-known war veteran. He is a war veteran actually. And he's written, I am a big fan of Arush, who was a podium finisher. Podium finisher means winner. So this is what I'm so happy that I and my wife, we are inculcating the right habit in my kids. Please go next. Also today there are so many people now. He is one of the more known high court advocates. High court advocates Vikhroli mein rehte hain. He is my friend. जब इन्होंने देखा ना मेरे को ट्रांसफॉर्म, इन्होंने मेरे को आके बोला, अरे सुजीत मेरे को बता तू क्या कर रहा है. And then he got transformed. Also one more thing, remember why I started taking this as a passion. बिकॉज इनके वाइफ मेरे पास एक बार आए और बोले सर आप ना मेरे को भगवान जैसे मिले. बोला क्यों भाभी ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हो. बोले मेरा पति ना बहुत अच्छा था, बहुत अच्छा आदमी है, कुछ तकलीफ नहीं, खाली एक प्रॉब्लम होता था कि ही यूज्ड टू ड्रिंक एंड कम होम. और दारू पी के आने के बाद भी ना वो घर पे तमाशा नहीं करते थे, चुपचाप जाके सोते थे. बट मेरे बच्चों को ना उनको देख के ऐसे लगता था ना, अरे मेरे को डर लगता था कि मेरे बच्चे इनके जैसा ना हो जाए. ये चीज में आपसे जब से जुड़े हैं, जब से हेल्दी फॉलो कर रहे हैं, अभी ना उन्होंने दारू छोड़ दिया और आप ना भगवान जैसे मिले, आपने मेरे को मेरा पति वापस दिया. एंड आई फेल्ट एक 115 किलो का आदमी जो खुद का कुछ उसका नहीं था, आज इफ ही इज हेल्पिंग पीपल एंड दे आर गेटिंग न्यू लाइफ, व्हाट बिग देन दैट. Also remember, if someone gets, unfortunately, if someone has heart attack, someone has cancer, if they come to me, I cannot help. I am not a doctor. I cannot help in that. But I can always guide people कि क्या करने से आपका lifestyle सुधर सकता है. This is what I guide. So I always tell people, precaution is always better than cure. कुछ होने के बाद, जैसे देखिए ना अभी कोविड, I'll give you small statistics. याद रखिए, ध्यान से लिख के रखिए. In the last 3-4 months, people who have died of heart attack, cancer and lifestyle diseases is more than 10 lakh. Last 4 months, not 4 years, 4 months. People who have died of lifestyle diseases, जैसे heart attack, cancer, आपका जो भी lifestyle के वजह से होने वाला चीजें है, it is more than 10 lakh people. And people who have died of COVID-19, it is less than 25,000. So now do you know which is the more dangerous thing? Many people tell me, अरे मैंने ना काढ़ा चालू किया पीने को, मैंने ना हल्दी का दूध पीने को चालू कर दिया. ये सब नहीं होने वाला है, ठीक. और आपको भी मालूम है कोविड उसी को ज्यादा होने का चांसेस है who has some of the health issues पहले से, हाई कोलेस्ट्रॉल, हाई बीपी, ये सब होने का चांसेस है. So take care of your health, friends. This is what my message to everyone would be. Apart from following your passion, take care of your. So I feel so happy that I am also serving the society in creating their health better. Okay, please go next, ma'am. Today there are so many people from all ages, like from 18, 15 years to 70, 75 years, everyone. And this is like creating magic, I feel. Because मुझे जिसने help किया ना, उन्होंने मेरे body से ना 35 किलो कम किया है. Every day when I wake up, I always thank that person because he did not change my life, he changed my entire family's life. So whatever you choose as a passion, whatever is your passion, do not forget to do this. आपका passion कुछ भी हो, उसमें एक चीज होना चाहिए, I should be able to serve the society in some form or the other. Because बहुत लोग बोले ना, मैं बोला आपको पहले कि आपको अगर देश का सेवा करना है तो आपको आर्मी में, डिफेंस में जाना जरूरी नहीं. You can do it in your own way. So remember, whatever you're passionate, एक चीज उसका एंगल रखना कि will I be able to be a part to the society? Society को मदद कर सकता हूँ क्या मैं? Remember that. Next, please. Next. So now many people say कि how do I follow your passion? How to follow your passion? 3 things that you have to know. एक, learn. Whatever you're passionate about, learn. Keep learning about that. Learn करो, सीखो. If you're passionate about becoming a CA, learn better. Second, apply. बहुत important है. बहुत टाइम पे क्या होता है ना, लोग सीखते हैं और शेयर करते हैं. मतलब मैं सीखता हूँ कैसा पतला होने का और मैं लोगों को सिखा रहा हूँ, बट मैं खुद पतला नहीं हो रहा हूँ. So don't make that mistake because people will ask you, अरे तू क्यों ऐसा है? समझ में आ रहा है आपको? If you are a finance, जैसे Professor Menon, he is one of the best example. He keeps learning every single time about finance. He applies it and then he shares it. So this is how you have to be. Learn things which you're passionate about, apply in your own life, get results, and then you share. Otherwise, what will happen is if you learn and if you share without applying it, you will be only gyan dene wala. That's it. You will not be the, what I say, you will not be the right practitioner. You have to be the right practitioner. Understood? Please go next, ma'am. पैशन फॉलो करने में ना दो प्रॉब्लम होता है लोगों को, कि पैशन फॉलो करूं या पैसे के पीछे भागूं. ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम रहता है कि आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट सिंगिंग, बट सिंगिंग से मेरे को पैसा मिलेगा क्या? आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट बिकमिंग डॉक्टर, बट डॉक्टर बनने के लिए तो 7 साल लगता है, उसके बाद ही मैं पैसा कमाएगा. आई टेल यू वन थिंग, रिमेंबर, योर पैशन विल गेट यू मनी, बट वन थिंग दैट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड इज पैशन. मैम प्लीज गो नेक्स्ट. पैशन के साथ जब तुम टाइम डालोगे और टाइम के साथ बहुत ज्यादा एफर्ट्स डालोगे, then you will make बहुत सारा money. Remember this. Passion, put time in that. Give time to yourself. Nothing becomes overnight. उसमें efforts डालो. Whatever you want to become space scientist, time डालो उसमें, सीखो, effort डालो, मेहनत करो. तकलीफ होगा, बहुत तकलीफ होगा. Believe me, बहुत तकलीफ होगा. But it is all worth. अभी बहुत लोग सुना है, मैं बोलता है पैसा सब कुछ नहीं होता है, पैसे से बढ़कर भी. I agree. But can I tell you one thing? पैसा इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन लाइफ. रिमेंबर, अगर पैसा, जो भी आपको बोलता है ना कि पैसा सब कुछ नहीं होता, झूठ बोल रहा है आपको. मैं कितना भी दिल का अमीर हो, दिल का बहुत अच्छा हो, मेरे को अगर यहाँ से बैंगलोर में अगर फ्लाइट में जाना है ना, मैं उसको ये नहीं बोल सकता मेरा दिल देख, मेरे को टिकट दे. नहीं, वो बोलेगा पैसा दे. सो लाइफ में वॉट एवर यू डू, मेक लॉट ऑफ मनी, बिकॉज वेन यू मेक लॉट, इवन इफ आई वॉन्ट टू डू चैरिटी ना, I should have money, then only I'll be able to do charity. Otherwise, I myself am a charity. कि मेरे को charity दो, ऐसा condition होगा. So always see to make lot of money. I'm not saying lot. See, पैसा ना दो तरह का होता है. एक, one money will make you a better person. The other way of earning money will make you, मतलब, I'll give you a very simple example. I don't know whether this example would be right, but I would like to share this example. If you have, I am a person who likes to do charity. तो जब भी मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा पैसा आएगा, मैं क्या करेगा, मैं ज्यादा चैरिटी करेगा. बट अगर इफ आई एम अ पर्सन हु ड्रिंक्स अ लॉट, तो मैं जब भी ज्यादा पैसा कमाऊंगा, मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं और ज्यादा दारू पीने लगूंगा. सो मनी इज नेवर अ प्रॉब्लम. रिमेंबर फ्रेंड्स, मनी इज नेवर अ प्रॉब्लम. व्हाट यू डू विद दैट मनी इज ऑलवेज अ प्रॉब्लम. ये हमेशा याद रखना. एंड आई वाज लिसनिंग टू शाहरुख खान का एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री, सम वीडियो, शॉर्ट क्लिप, वेयर शाहरुख खान सेड करेक्टली, अगर कोई यंगस्टर्स मेरे को आके बोलता ना, मेरे को पैसा नहीं कमाना है लेकिन मेरे को दुनिया के लिए बहुत करना है, वो बोलता तू नहीं कर पाएगा, क्योंकि पैसे में ही सब कुछ है. यू विल हैव टू मेक मनी. पहला ना, यू बी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट एंड देन यू कैन हेल्प एवरीवन एंड एनीवन आउटसाइड. सो रिमेंबर, बी पैशनेट. टाइम लगेगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि आज करोगे और पैसा आ जाएगा कल. नहीं, बहुत मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. पैसा ऐसे नहीं आता है. यू विल हैव टू गिव योर sweat, blood, everything if you want to follow your passion. Please go next, ma'am. So this is, as I said, कि money is not everything, but money has the answer to everything. Remember this. So also see to it that you make a lot of money, be passionate. Please go next, ma'am. And one more thing now. Yeah, he is one of the very famous philosopher. Now I attended, जैसे sir ने बोला, I attended Tony Robbins का event in Singapore in the last, I think September, October, and he is Jim Rohn. Now Tony Robbins is one of the world's biggest well-known business coaches, and Jim Rohn is unka guru, and he is renowned. If you go to Google and see business philosopher Jim Rohn, you will get so many things. उन्होंने एक चीज बहुत अच्छा बोला है, you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. तुम किसके साथ ज्यादा टाइम बिता रहे हो, 5 लोग, वो एवरेज होगा आपका. Now especially when we are in lockdown, we are more the time with our colleagues, with our family members. Abhi, for example, if you ask me, I am with my wife, I am with my son, I am with my mother, I am with my dad. Now my dad is retired, my mother is a housewife, my wife works, my son, and maybe someone else jo aata hai ghar pe. So I am that. Now you see 5 people. Now every time you cannot be able to choose the people around you. When you go out and you are with people who are achievers, good. My family is we are all from a middle class family who are doing good, happy. But I also remember one thing. You cannot, abhi ye main change nahi kar sakta circle, but how I change is I start reading lot of positive books of all the top people, jaise ki Jim Rohn hua. I read books of Tony Robbins. In logo ka books read karo, and this book, now what I say, I am with Jim Rohn also, I am with Tony Robbins also. So these are the people who are with me. So when I read books, so start reading books. It is always said readers are leaders. So all the kids who are going ahead in life, all the people, if you have not started reading, start reading book. I am not an avid reader, but I have started reading, and it will actually change your mindset and it will help you to follow your passion better. Please go next, ma'am. So remember this final slides and I'm done. If you are not passionate, then you are wasting your time. मतलब अगर आप किसी चीज में passionate नहीं हो और अगर आप वो कर रहे हो तो आप time waste कर रहे हो. Believe me, you are wasting your time. I am passionate about teaching. I am passionate about helping people about their health. So if you call me रात को 12 बजे में ना सुजीत चल करना, I am ready. But अगर जो चीज मेरे को पसंद नहीं है, अगर उसमें आप मेरे को ढकलोगे ना, तो मैं कर तो लूंगा, बट मैं खुश नहीं रहूंगा. अनिल सर का याद रखो, मेनन सर ने क्या पहले बोला है, बी हैप्पी विथ व्हाट यू डू. ओके, एंड व्हेन यू फॉलो योर पैशन, नो, आपको ना दिन का समझ आता है, ना रात का समझ आता है, ना भूख समझ आता है. अगर ऐसा कोई चीज कर रहे हो ना, इफ यू फॉलो योर पैशन, यू विल नेवर वर्क अ डे इन योर लाइफ. रिमेंबर दिस. इफ यू फॉलो, ऐसा लगेगा ही नहीं मैं काम. नाउ लॉकडाउन में आई एम वर्किंग फॉर लास्ट 14-15 आवर्स, but I don't feel like I'm working for 14-15 hours because I am doing what I love. And many of you on the call who are seniors, you will be doing that. And आपको समझता रहेगा कि मेरे को लग ही नहीं रहा है, इतना टाइम जा रहा है करके. I'm enjoying this. This is what I would request everyone to do. Do what you are passionate about. Please go next, ma'am. And finally, what I would like to say is this one quote, and this is what I love. बहुत लोग बोलते ना कि अरे यार एक ही बार जीते हम, खुल के जियो. ये गलत है. We live every single day. We only die one day. हम लोग मरते सिर्फ एक बार है. जीते तो रोज है. अगर कल कोई चीज आपने अधूरा छोड़ा है ना, आज का दिन है आपके पास उसको पूरा करने के लिए. आज कोई चीज अधूरा है, कल का दिन है पूरा करने के लिए. And you live every single day. You only die once. And before you die, fulfill the purpose of your life on this earth. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप पैदा हुए, आप बड़े हुए, कॉलेज गए, शादी किया, बच्चा पैदा किया, मर गए. मजा नहीं इसमें. कौन बात करेगा आपके बारे में बाद में. योर लाइफ शुड हैव अ पर्पस. लोग, यू लिव लेस चलेगा, बट ऐसा जियो ना कि आपके जाने के बाद ना लोग बोलना चाह रहे, ये बंदा ना, इसने दुनिया को ना चेंज किया, इसने ना बहुत मदद किया. मेरा एक ही चीज है, अगर एक भी इंसान मेरे जाने के बाद बोला ना, सुजीत यार ये आदमी ऐसा था ना, इसने, इसके वजह से मेरा लाइफ चेंज हुआ है, बस माय पर्पस ऑफ बीइंग अ ह्यूमन बीइंग एंड एग्जिस्टेंस इज सॉल्व्ड. फाइनली लास्ट वन स्टोरी एंड देन I'll stop my, I'm finished with my presentation. एक ना frog रहता है, बेडूक. I think many of you would have heard, but again I would want to put it in your head again and again. एक frog रहता है. वो frog को ना पहले गर्म पानी में डाला रहता है और ना खुशी से तैरता है, मस्त लगता है एकदम. गर्म पानी, जैसे हम लोग गर्म पानी में नहाते हैं, उसको अच्छा लग रहा है, मस्त लग रहा है. फिर थोड़ा ना उसका वार्म बढ़ा देता है, वार्म बढ़ा देता है, गर्मी बढ़ा देता है. तो थोड़ा उसको लग रहा है अरे थोड़ा तकलीफ हो रहा है, बट फिर भी वो मजा आ रहा है, उसको मजा आ रहा है. ज्यादा गर्मी नहीं, और थोड़ा गर्म कर देता है उसको. अभी उसको थोड़ा ना तकलीफ हो रहा है, बट वो बोलता है नहीं रे ठीक है ना, चलेगा, एडजस्ट कर लेता है. और गर्म करता है. अभी ना ही रियली फील्स बैड, और उसको लगता है कुछ तो गलत हो रहा है यार, बहुत ज्यादा गर्म हो रहा है, बट वो फिर भी रहता है उसमें. बोलते देखता है लेट मी एडजस्ट एंड सी, कुछ होगा तो. और गर्म करता है, और गर्म करता है. एंड देन देयर इज अ पॉइंट जहां पे ना उससे कंट्रोल नहीं होता है. अभी वो ना उड़ी मार सकता है ना रह सकता है. एंड अल्टीमेटली अनफॉर्चुनेटली दैट फ्रॉग डाइज. Now many people will say that frog died because of the hot water. I will say nahi, the frog did not die because of the hot water. The frog died because of his incapability to make decisions. उसके पास चांस था पहला उड़ी मार, दूसरी जगह पे जा रहे, but he decided to adjust in things which he did not like, the things which he did not love. He tried to adjust. गर्म हो रहा था, उसको तकलीफ हो रहा था, he was uncomfortable, but वो बोला नहीं मैं adjust करूंगा. Don't try to adjust. Do things which make you happy, remember, and be vocal about it. कि नहीं मेरे को ये नहीं अच्छा लगता है, मैं नहीं करूंगा. I would love to follow my passion. If you are feeling, if you are doing something and you are saying नहीं यार घुटन हो रहा है, that is not meant for you. Follow your passion. This is what I would say. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, when you sleep, ask one question for yourself. ऐसा मैंने आज क्या किया जिससे किसी ना किसी का लाइफ में फर्क आया है और मेरे लाइफ में इंपैक्ट हुआ, मुझे खुशी मिला है, and I have impacted someone else's life. Every night before sleeping, ask this question. ऐसा आज मैंने क्या किया which impacted my life and I could add value to someone else. And you will get your answer what you're passionate about. With this, I hope I have communicated what I wanted to, and I hope I have added value to your life. Thank you very much. Thank you, Menon sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Not only were you very, very clear, you have set the tempo, and right, the problem now is to match your energy level, son. Right, so now we all, I think all of us are smiling, the other speakers are smiling because you have set such a high energy level that I am finding it difficult to match. Sujit sir, you are wonderful, you are on target, brilliant. You have shown that what people can do. Two very important points: earn enough money that it can sustain your livelihood. So if when somebody tells you that money is not important, money is important. But then don't give undue importance to money. That's what Sujit sir very nicely said. Don't give undue importance to money. Follow your passion. Be happy. Now I'll tell you some of the participants. Okay. So why this session at this time is, now the SSC results are out, CBSE results are out, and I'm sure many parents are listening. And our typical attitude is, oh, he has got very good marks. Let's take it, put it to sides. Yeah, arts is not very good. I'm not complaining. This is a typical mentality. Now, let me tell you some of the participants before I introduce the panelists, and then we'll have an interview with the panelists. So now, who is among the participants? We have respected Kumar sir. Now, who is Kumar sir? Bete sab log sun ke lena. Kumar sir is an agriculture graduate. Agriculture mein graduation kiya hai. Okay. And then he went to IIM Ahmedabad, and then he retired as the head of AVT Mekovic. Can you think about it? He's there as a participant. He's somebody we all respect a lot. We salute him. We bow to him. He is an agriculture graduate. Would any one of us have selected this? Maybe today, yes, because Modi government has come with something saying agriculture is important. But since I'm asking the parents, my father would not have allowed me to do that. Incidentally, my father is from the same place as Mr. Kumar. So Kumar sir is an agriculture graduate. Then IIM Ahmedabad, he headed AVT Mekovic. I'm giving examples. Sir. Then we have a gentleman by the name of Abhishek Biani. Now, Abhishek Biani's passion is health. So he is with me all the time. I love him. So he said, sir, in this lockdown, I have reduced 5 kilos. And I have made it a point that I will have healthy relations. So please listen to who all are there in the panelists. Sir. So I will come here. I will take names so that students understand that, we are giving you practical examples. Then I saw, so Abhishek I talked about. I love him. His passion is, Abhishek's dad's passion, Mr. Ajay Biani, Anil Biani, this family, is Gaushala. So they have a Gaushala with 300 Indian gears, 300 cows, and their passion is Gau ka hatya nahi hona chahiye. So when Ajay sir speaks, Abhishek's dad, he says, Jis din Gau Mutra 100 rupiya liter bikega, us din Gau hatya band hoga. और ये मुझे करके दिखाना है. So it's not an idea. उन्होंने करके दिखाया. Cows and leaves करके. He has built a big gaushala. Passion. When I went there, I said, ठीक है यार, 300 cows. What is big? Then he took me to his lab. And in the lab, I was shocked to see what all he had done. Because it was his passion. His passion to actually add value. Protect the mother cow. He believed in that. He wanted to do that. And then he told me something which was shocking. He said, US has taken 20 patents on cow products. India has none. Annie George is an artist. Now her passion is to bring art into saris. So now she is selecting saris. She has now opened a shop where it is going to be artistic saris, something very different. Now that's passion for you. Maybe not for money, like respected George said, but to make a difference. So when somebody goes to a shop, they'll say, wow, what an exclusive collection. She'll say, yeah, I selected it because I have an eye for art. And that art has made me select these saris. I'll give you one more example. K.C. Shetty sir is here. What is K.C. Shetty sir's passion? To bring Samaj together, organize webinars. Dr. Vinod Nair, what was his passion? Last 60 days, his passion was to get speakers to speak. Why? Anybody can speak negative, but he kept doing it day in, day out. 11:30 in the night, Dr. Vinod Nair used to talk to me, saying, can you get me 2 more speakers, please? And I used to wonder, why is he so crazy about it? But he was passionate. Then again, he'll come back saying, that speaker you gave now was not very good. Can you give me somebody else? 11:30 in the night. And all he used to do is, morning is to come, announce, and then he used to sit back and let the speaker speak. Then evening again, he used to have one more session. Why? Because he didn't want society to go down. Passion. So here it is, my 5-minute presentation to this lovely. So today's sponsor and today's appeal is for an organization by the name of Forest Creators. Dipen Jain, what is his passion? He's one of the biggest exporters of our country. And what is his passion? A tree for every Indian. That's his passion. His company's name is Forest Creators. This is this lovely gentleman. He's not there today. He's out with his family, maybe doing something, or he might have joined over Zoom. I don't know. But Viral is there. Viral Bete is there. right? So this is my lovely boy. I've not even taught him, but when I met him, I was inspired because why? He has got in touch with a gentleman by the name of Dr. R.K. Nair. I want to meet him. I don't know. I'm sure I don't know where this gentleman is. But when travel starts, I would like to go. When I go to Kerala, I want to meet this gentleman. He's the co-founder of Forest Creators. Okay. Now look at this. Look at passion. What passion can do. 2,500 trees were planted in 625 square meters. One more. 32,000 trees were planted in Maharashtra. Passion. 9,400 trees were planted in Aurangabad. And this is this company. You want to get in touch with them, please get in touch. Anybody wants to donate, please donate. Are you interested in this? Anybody wants to donate 1 tree? Donate. Plant 1 tree. As sir said, Sujit sir said, make a difference to society. Here is a number, take a screenshot. Do it. And 1 tree must be some 100, 200 bucks. He'll do it for you. Here's the number, here's the email ID. I've given you the details. And now what he has done, now that is very interesting. What he has done is, Dipen has collaborated with Viral Jain. Now who is Viral Jain? His passion is e-commerce, new business models. कभी सिखाया था विरल को मैंने, ये मेरा बच्चा है, लेकिन हमेशा टच में रहते हैं, क्या वैल्यूज है, क्या संस्कार है, कहाँ से आया, यहाँ से आया, इनके पेरेंट्स से संस्कार आया, अभी उनके बच्चों को भी वही संस्कार मिलेगा. पैशन क्या है विरल का? न्यू बिजनेस क्रिएट करना. And for all FMB ads, remember this line: businesses won't die, business models die. Business model can die, business will never die. Nihal Shah sir, his partner, again very important. You are what you are in the company of the people that you spend. Today Viral is doing so very well that credit goes to Mr. Nihal Shah also. And by the way, Nihal Shah is also a fitness enthusiast like Sujit Kurup. I also realized one thing, that I have not been taking care of my health. My mistake. Today I was just thinking when Sujit sir was speaking. Yeah, I'm very active on Telegram. I'm helping 10 people. But boss, if something goes wrong with my health, I'm finished here. I was just listening to him very calmly. He's right. I think I'm doing a great job. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm getting people to speak. Everybody is enjoying sessions. But what am I doing for myself? Nihal Shah is a perfect example of business and health. Viral, love you, bete. This is that lovely employees. As I said, they keep trying something new. You know what this guy has done? He has stopped his office. All his employees are working from home. I'm asking the parents who are listening to me, आप लोग ऑफिस जा रहे हो ना? फेस्टिवल्स ने पूरा ऑफिस बंद कर दिया, ऑफिस खाली कर दिया, बोला सब लोग घर से काम करेंगे, हम लोग को रेंट भी कम करेगा. That is how they think. और अभी उनका आउटपुट ज्यादा हो गया है. हम लोग टेक्स्ट बुक में क्या पढ़ते हैं? ऑफिस जाना चाहिए टाइम पे. वो बच्चा बोलता है ऑफिस मत आओ, ऑफिस ही नहीं है, घर से काम करो. I'm so proud to say that this is their product. It's already been launched. They have got 3 orders from Kenya already. These boys will rock. But it's a great product. Here it is. Now, why is this product great? One is 7x protection. All that is right. 7x protection, bacteria free, everything. I'm using it. And for me, the best part is I can breathe properly. The earlier mask, I couldn't breathe properly. Very, very reasonably priced. But the best thing is this part. Look at the passion. Now, do you want to understand what is passion? So it is environmentally friendly, etc., etc., etc. You can wash it, super breathable all day long. And what is extremely important is this line: for every 100 pieces of mask sold, 1 tree will be planted. For every 100 masks sold, 1 tree will be planted, because the mask that we are using now is not environmentally friendly. So what happened with DJ, Dipen and Viral, they sat together, and their mentor, Mr. Sandesh Mistry, God bless him, also said, why don't you try like something like this? Your passion is forest. Your passion is new business model. Try masks. It is good for everybody. And they have launched this product. Having said this, before I give it to Bindu ma'am, and we'll have a lovely interview. And of course, Dr. Vinod B. Nair, please note, he keeps saying that. Let's look at a 30-second video. I want to speak here for last 10 seconds. That's a typical reaction of society. This guy is putting the toothpaste out and saying, "Ye dal ke de wapas." And this is another reaction of society. He's shocked. He doesn't know what to do. I hope you have watched this movie known as Three Idiots. Bindu ma'am is the CEO of a hospital. The name of the hospital is Silverline Hospital. Reshma Miss has talked to ma'am extensively. CEO of Silverline Hospital. Her passion is quality management. Passion is quality management. Directly involved in the management of finance and HR in the organization. Her ma'am's graduation, undergraduation is in economics. And of course, then ma'am has done hospital administration, right? And why is ma'am the CEO of this hospital is very simple. She's helping her husband, Dr. Tom. But then having done that, ma'am has developed a passion. So one more very important learning, which you will realize when I speak to ma'am, we start with the interview. Bindu ma'am, what is passion for you? What is the definition of passion for you? And how did you get inspired? My first question to you, ma'am.
See, passion for me is something which I developed while doing my job. It is like we are not born with a passion. Obviously it comes with experimenting and exploring things. I'm an economic graduate student, but when I landed up in hospital management, I took this post as a quality manager or an NAPH coordinator, because I also had the background of hospital administration, and I had done several projects during my post-graduation days in ISO and quality management aspect, and I knew little bit about it. But passion is something which developed gradually. It evolved while I was doing it. That is what I have to say about passion. And I followed it. And whoever follows with passion, they'll do the best in their job. And I assure you, whatever we have achieved up till today, it is because of the passion with which I was doing. And I enjoy doing my work.
First message from Bindu ma'am is, again, different speakers, different perspectives. So that's one more lesson for all of us who are watching. Management is gray. It is never black or white. So what ma'am says is, I was not born with a passion, but then the passion developed when I got into it. And today I do my work with passion. I enjoy my work. So that's the first thing, right? Reshma is the second question, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Warm welcome to you. Next question is, since you're so passionate, how is this passion for quality really helped your organization grow?
When we decided to start, say my hospital, Silverline Hospital is a specialty center. It's a center for excellence in diabetic, thyroid and endocrinology. And we are one of the best endocrinology center in Kerala. And Silverline Hospital was founded by my husband, Dr. Tom Babu, is a chief endocrinologist. And he's such a passionate man. He always is very ambitious. He always wanted to do more. And when Dr. Tom and myself, when we decided to start the hospital, our main goal was to focus in quality and developing a world-class healthcare center. So from the very beginning, I had NABH book, that is the Guidelines for Quality, which is given by the Quality Council of India. And we started off building the hospital with this book, with the guidelines to have the best and the world-class center in Cochin. So how did it help the quality management, or my passion helped the organization? I can always say, see, healthcare industry, it is all about teamwork. It is not only my achievement, it's achievement with with a lot of people around, a team of doctors who are efficient, most qualified people, nursing team, passionate administrative team. With all of this support only we achieve something. But my passion, I can say, you develop a passion when you do a job, or when you see and meet people who inspire you. In my case, my most inspiration was my husband, of course, then my mentors. But meeting them, talking to people, I realized that, the hospital is going to gain a lot from quality management, because this NABH, as you all know, once we apply it, it is the guidelines for quality. And the most important thing is patients are going to benefit, not only the organization. Patients are benefiting, then comes the staff or the healthcare workers who are along with us, then comes the hospital. All of us benefit by quality management. Patient by way of quality treatment, they are getting the feedback, evaluation we are doing on daily basis. Then staff or the healthcare workers, by the organized training, they are going to get it because we are following a guideline. Then comes hospital. Hospital, of course, we are benchmarking with the best of the hospitals in India. So every day we are trying to improve. We are adding value to our services on daily basis. So obviously, with my passion for quality management, the organization is going to a different level. That is what I have to say. And example for that is like, of course, the medical side, clinical part is looked after by the medical director, my husband. But the other side, when I interact with patients on daily basis and with my team, I have a team meeting on weekly basis. When I interact with them, I learn so much from them. And then we try to implement that in our hospital for the next, what can we add more to our service? Like that, we have come up with several innovative projects like comprehensive package for women, exclusive for women, then for our loyalty customer, annual health checkup packages. And recently we have launched a brand called Nutri-Square. That is again food brand, which we want to take it up to another level, health food. And we get passionate about each area, as and when we get to work with our team, we develop a passion and we go on adding value to ourselves. So that is how the organization is gained.
So that brings us to also understand, Reshma, Miss, you could share screen and bring up what is the specialty of Silver9. But colleagues, there is somebody I respect a lot, Mr. E.P. George. Right, I'm not sure sir is there. Sir's daughter is obviously a part of the participant. So sir wrote to me saying that, you should get Ms. Bindu Tom to speak. And today I realized why. For the simple reason, if you see, passion is infectious. So it can be a hospital, it can be a school, it can be a teacher, it can be a health coach, it can be a life and business coach. Now see what has happened. Because of this passion for quality, Silver9 Hospital is one of the earliest recipient of the prestigious NABH accreditation. This is what passion leads you to. What is that passion? The passion for quality. And what does NABH stand for? And by the way, please note, ma'am does not have a medical background. She's supporting her husband who is a brilliant doctor. Ma'am did not have this passion. She developed a passion as they were proceeding. I used to always wonder why respected George sir. George sir is brilliant. He's one of the finest mentors. Now see, what is George sir's passion? Mentoring young people, bringing them in front. No, what is the business? Why should George sir recommend somebody? Right? But he always does that. He says, sir, talk to Ms. Bindu Tom, talk to Dr. Vinod Nair, right? Talk to him. Why don't you talk to Sujit, encourage him? So that's passion for Mr. E.P. George. Now, please look at what is the passion of Ms. Bindu Tom has done. It's the highest recognition of healthcare in India. Now, that's what passion can bring in. You can be the best, which brings us to the third question, which is linked to last Sunday's webinar. How does it feel to be a woman leader in healthcare industry, ma'am?
Healthcare industry is a very unique industry. Why? Because 70% of the workforce is women. Out of 10, you'll have 7 of them, like starting with our physician, nursing team, lab, pharmacy, reception. So we are surrounded by female. It is like a unique industry. So when I take a leadership role in this industry, it is a bit challenging. I understand because, like any other industry, women face several challenges and barriers. As a passionate person, you can always do your best. You can be a leader. But I just want to talk about several challenges and barriers that working women face in any industry, be it healthcare or any industry. It is like, as you all know, the social barriers of, the women need to be responsible for their home, children, and their work-life balance. And then, the networking, lack of networking, they hardly get time to network with their colleagues, and lack of mentorship, training programs. So women face several challenges in the present day world. But we want women to come forward and take leadership roles because they are the right people who can, especially in healthcare industry, because with their skills like multitasking or relational abilities, they can do a wonderful job. But I say the most important thing is the society needs to support women, family needs to support women, and we have to start developing programs so that women also can be engaged. In my case, I was so blessed that I was a part of a family, like starting with Dr. Tom, who was there, who gave me an opportunity, who supported me throughout. And then, he was there with me from the beginning. So I could confidently do each and everything with his support. And then my parents, who had given me the base, who had instilled qualities in me, like, accountability, responsibility, and humility, community service. And then my in-laws, who was there for me, who support me throughout. So with the support of the family, you can do anything and you can do wonders. And most important is women should have a self-confidence. They should they should develop themselves. They should find time to read more, and then engage more in training sessions. And then we should have mentoring programs. I had Kumar sir, who was there among the participants. He was one of the mentors. He was like, being an economics student, not that exposed to finance and HR. He was the one who motivated me to get into the leadership role and act, with self-confidence. Like that, only if we have good mentors, good role models, and good family support, women can come up and take up a leadership role in this industry.
The right of choice lies with the lady. Nobody can force her to do anything. If she decides that she wants to be a homemaker, respect her. If she decides that she wants to have a work-life balance, respect her. So if you look at last Sunday's webinar, the message that I sent across with the three successful lady entrepreneurs was, the lady should have the right of choice. She should have the freedom to decide. And yes, mentors play a great role. One more person in the participant list is Mr. Anjay. Now, I want to tell all my students here to understand who is Mr. Anjay. Anjay sir, his passion is helping MSMEs, small and medium enterprises. You know what he has done single-handedly? Helped around 25 companies recover their money through legal loss. How? Because my passion is connecting people. By God's grace, by vision of Dr. Shrikant, my mentor, we started a Telegram group. Today, we have got 1,300 people in that Telegram group. Dr. Vinod Nair is also there as a part of the Telegram group. Why? I've told sir, sometimes some medical thing will come, na sir, you should post. Or maybe some business thing, na sir, you should post. Now, please understand, Anjay ji joined that group on my request. At 25 people, he has already helped recover money. And the kids are super enjoyed. All my students are very happy. They had written off that money. Crores of rupees they had written off. His passion was, no. MSME, there are certain rights. I will help you get your rights. That is again passion for you. So please understand, dear colleagues, each one your passion, what brings you happiness. I'm so happy, ma'am, you mentioned about respected Kumar sir. I talked about respected George sir. We are talking about Anjay ji. The last question from us is going to be a tricky one, ma'am. So I would let only my wife ask that, because it's a very tricky question. And after that, I go to Dr. Vinod Nair.
So ma'am, would you really want your children also to follow your footsteps?
Definitely. We would always love to have our children along with us. We would love to have them follow in the same path. Children are the future. But in my opinion, we should always encourage them to understand what their strengths are. Each child has their own strength. Some may be good at communication, some at drawing, some at speak. Several skills they have. We have to help them to understand and identify what their strengths are, and then we have to channelize them into the right direction, be it in maybe in the family business or whichever path they are taking. Definitely I would like them to come and follow the same footstep, but before that they should have the skill to achieve it. So I think it is how important a role of parents are, because since we are talking about passion today, the topic is passion. What happens in normal life is, like in present day, parents usually they discourage children from following the same path. They say, if I'm a business person, don't follow my path, it's highly risky. If it's a doctor, they'll say, don't follow doctor's path because it's too much of work. So parents are always discouraging their own kids. But I feel the parents are the right people to guide them. They are so experienced and they are best in their field. They know what to tell their kids, how to guide them. So we should always guide our children, if possible, in the same way, because we are the master. We know what is good. Because, for example, in our case, we know we are going to be the best hospital or best endocrinology center. We know so much about that subject. So as a parent, I can guide my children to take up that area. But it is always, like I said before, it is always important for children to understand their strength and channelize. And there are several ways they can use their strength. There is not only science or commerce. I think they can utilize their strength in several ways. And then, parents can guide them and monitor them. And most of all, what I feel is, instead of advising our children, say, be a big achiever or get that rank or get this degree, I feel that we have to cultivate a habit in our family that we should have a uniform goal for the family. What does the family stand for? We should have a common value system in family. See, we wanted to do this as a family, and we should have a common goal. And the goal is not only about achieving or making money or creating a legacy. It should be always about what we can contribute to the society. It should be, the children should be always advised to do something, to give something back to the society, whichever way they can. And I think that is how I advise give something back always. Why always me? So let them learn something from their parents. For that, parents have to be the role model. Parents are the role model they look up to. So we have to be, only if we are passionate about the field we are in, children will like the field, and we have to enjoy the work. The parents need to enjoy the work, and only then the children will be passionate about, and talk about it. We have to talk more positive things about the field, and this enrich the kids. So what I feel is, it is the responsibility of a parent to guide the children, because if you're talking about the students who are attending the program now, they are all after 10th standard, they're confused. They don't know what to do. There are so many options. Mostly they'll think, oh, science is, I'm good at science, so let me take science. No, it's not that. What we have to understand is, you have to be focused. Whatever subject you are taking, you have to find out, you have to talk to people, mentors, and the people who are from that field. Where am I going? What is it taking? Where will I end if I take this subject? You have to know the end. It is not like take science and then jump into computer science and then jump into commerce and then eventually you don't know what. So it is always from the beginning, immediately after 10th, be focused in one area, because this is the era of specialization. Everybody wanted a specialized trait or a character. So whichever business is successful today, it is those who are specialized in this field. So we need to ask our children to be focused and specialized in one area, and we have to be the role models for that. Be passionate in what you're doing. That's it.
I think it's a super message. I think be passionate in what you're doing. Ms. Bindu, Tom ends with that. And by the way, the commonality is the health coach, Mr. Sujit Kurup. Why did he become a wellness coach? For his son. Now, ma'am is saying the same thing. Only the language has changed. Be a role model for your kids and then let them decide. Now, we may have some points of difference, and that is what I want to encourage. Thank you, ma'am. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, ma'am. And you were right on target. Right. Thank you very, very much. Dr. Vinod Nair, who insists that the B is extremely important for him. Right. And I respect that. He actually wrote back saying, excuse me, don't call me Dr. Vinod Nair. Call me Dr. Vinod Nair. And I said, my God, I always say Anil Menon. Immediately today, you see, I put Anil R. Menon. R is my father's name. I got a hint from sir. Arey yaar, that is right, yeah. I have not been putting Anil R. Menon. I put Anil R. Menon today. You can watch that. Reason is, yes, my dad's name is important. Maybe I'm setting a signal. So who is he? He is MS, DLO, DNB. My God, I don't know. This will keep going on and on. MN, AMS, and he has done it from Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram. That means he's a topper in his life. Otherwise, you don't get into government colleges in India. Okay. Now, what is that? What does he do? He is a human success medical practitioner. Now, what does he do? ENT specialist. Now, he is a human success coach and personal facilitator. He is a consultant for crisis and stress management. He is a life coach and business coach. He has completed his MBA from OMP. This is where we met. All of us met right under Parimal sir's guidance. He was adjudged the outstanding performer of Nalanda 2010, outstanding performer. He has to his credit more than 1,400 training programs on various topics. And he comes on current affairs, medical affairs. I'm sure he has given 10 interviews on COVID in television, live as well as recorded programs. He's currently, he's a life member of Indian Society of Training and Development. Colleagues, listen to this very carefully. He's presently working in his own ENT and lifestyle clinic attached to his residence, pursuing his interests in a holistic kind of clinical medicine. Ma'am said focus, specialization. Agreed. Respect. Absolute respect. Now watch, there'll be another viewpoint. The idea of this Menon mantras is to expose you all to different viewpoints. Then you select. Final selection is yours. Because why? Because all of you all are mature. We are not kids. All right. So now what is it? The first question to respected Dr. Vinod Nair, sir. From a doctor to ENT surgeon, to trainer to life coach, and then mentor to business coach. So from doctor to life and business coach, why did you change yourself, sir? What was the purpose of that change?
Yeah, interestingly, around at the age of 30, till then I was actually a student. I completed my studies from Trivandrum Medical College at the age of around 30. At the same time, my brother, younger brother, 5 years younger to me, got selected to FEDO. FEDO is actually a engineering division of FACT, which is actually situated, I think, in Gujarat. During the induction program, he called me back and said, there is a surprising 3-day induction program for FEDO engineers. That was one mother and son from Chennai came and talked about what is management. What is management? In the sense, there were communication concepts, team leadership, many things. What FEDO needs its managers to do. That was an induction program, 3 days. He said it was something amazing. For the first time, I ever heard about a concept called individual development, that you should develop other skills. Till then, I was a medical student. I entered into every aspect of a student life, including campus politics. I was aggressive in everything. And that the best thing that just happened to me is to study in Trivandrum Medical College for 12 years continuously. That was something phenomenal. Actually, we get into everything. Then I came to know about something called this training sense. Then I started attending individual development, this workshops, seminars, started learning books, and including the one famous Shiv Khera's Blueprint for Success I have attended when he was in Cochin. So then I had developed a passion. Why can't I speak like Shiv Khera and earn 10,000 from a participant per day? And finally, I did that. I conducted a program in Cochin where I charged 15,000 rupees. Interestingly, that was on health also. At the 100 participant, it was closed. Then I was also in search for a philosophical guru for 10 years. Finally, I found out at the age of around 40. Then I was simultaneously studying both these things. Interestingly, my attitudes, everything changed. And as I practiced, I came to know that I can handle, though I was a surgeon, I can handle more and more things with less and less surgeries. Like for example, I have stopped doing a tonsillectomy, which is a basically for the last 16 years. I have not done a single tonsillectomy. This is a bread and butter of an ENT surgeon. I've stopped doing an adenoidectomy for the last 14 years. I started because I can manage many things without surgery. Then that became a problem because I was working in a corporate hospital for 16 years. Naturally, the income came down. So I thought I will stick on with my passion. Then, interestingly, in the medical practice, in END, headache, neck ache, ear pain, all these things, finally, I thought this has something to do with the stress and tension. And it is very easy to tell people, see, it's all because of your stress. Get rid of your stress, your problem will be over. How do I get rid of the stress? That is the issue. Then I started using all my skills in training. Training, what I have understood is you just listen to what I am saying, then you forget it. Nothing is going to happen unless you are really smart. A training will not change you. Then I incorporated all my skills and started advising people on how to change their life so that they can reduce their stress. That is how a life coach was born. And when I did it for around 10 years, I came to know most of the problem with real people when doing in their life is because they don't know how to handle their business. I tell people, see, it's because of your stress in business. Then they ask me, how do I handle that? So as a medical person, I was never used to business. So unless I am really involved, of course, my training aspects, many of the, and not in the in the proper manner came to know about so many business concepts, but I have never studied business properly. That's why I joined this, our OMB class. It was not for me. It was basically to help my people to give a clear-cut idea on how to handle their business. So unless I know the concepts in business, I will not be able to do a life coaching with a business person. So that is the problem. So I have to know everything. I need to know philosophy. I need to know the psychology. I need to know the business. Then only I will be really able to handle a life as a life coach. Then actually I graduated into business also. So that's how actually I changed from it's out of compulsion in a way rather than passion.
So three big learnings from this answer. One very big answer is that do a root cause analysis. So sir started being an ENT surgeon. Then he said stress is the problem. He started going into that root cause of stress. He said, oh my God, that's because of business coach. But business is also about adjusting life coach. So in short, root cause analysis. Started as ENT surgeon, went deeper, and identified that, my God, it's only about stress. So it's very easy for Reshma to tell me, reduce your stress, right? My wife can tell me that. So maybe understanding the cause of the stress, which she does extremely well, and then trying to elevate it will help each other better. The more you learn, you realize there is more to learn. That is what is Dr. Vinod Nair. Second question, Reshma ma'am, I'm sent it to you. The third question should please come from you. I'll take the, is there a difference in all these three, sir, that you said?
Oh, yes. Each of them are totally different, but in its own way. Like, for example, a life coach, you don't actually interfere too much with the person's life, but a business coach is slightly different. I'll tell you, I will explain, then it will be much better. Mentoring is entirely different. But then life coach, see, the problem with us is each of us was actually brought up by our own parents and then our teachers and by the society in the formative years in their own perspective. So whether you like it or not, at least when you look back from this point, there were knowingly or unknowingly a lot of negative emotions we have picked up. Unless you really look inwards, unless you are aware of all these things by doing something, some introspection, you will never come to know about the negative emotions which actually rule you in all your decisions unless you work on it. So identifying these negative emotions, if at all, see, if you have every positive emotion, it's well and good. The problem is the strength of the chain is at its weakest link. As the first speaker was saying, whether you ride a Benz or an Alto, the Benz, two tires are flat. It's not going even at a kilometer or 15 kilometer speed. So if you have negative emotions, that is the most important thing. To correcting that is actually very relevant in your onward journey. So the most important thing a life coach does is actually sit with that person, talk from what he remembers in his life, and identifying if there are any negative emotions which actually interfering with his life, with his business. If it is there, trying to mitigate that is something, one of the most important thing. And most of the people doesn't know what exactly is the purpose of his life or her life. See, I will tell you, the purpose of my life at the age of 16, 15 is totally different from my purpose of life at the age of 30. Now at the age of 55, my purpose of life is entirely different. So you need to be very clear about the purpose of your life. See, ultimately you climb one or two mountains in your life, but climbing the wrong mountain and finally realizing you have climbed the totally wrong mountain in your life is the ultimate frustration in life. So I think I have told you about my concepts in philosophy. My guru used to say, philosophy is not for an ideal living. Philosophy is for you to die peacefully in your deathbed, so that I have done enough and more, now I can go. That is actually, I think that is more relevant. If you get frustrated in the final years, everything you have done is actually a waste. So I think helping my clients to define a purpose of life, at least dynamically, is my first aim. Then probably many of the people don't know what are their life goals, what they want in life. So helping them to set up their life goal is actually my job. Then allowing them to evaluate their own life goals, whether it is actually the right thing they want to do in life. If you ask that question 2 times in a different way, they may change. So ultimately, all these are very important. Now, they should really think if it is really worth the trouble doing all these things. That is also very important. And probably in a life coach, the most important thing is I don't judge anybody. Whatever they do they are doing it for a reason. There's no pointing and judging somebody and telling them what you're doing is wrong. Absolutely not. So it's like probably I act as an extra RAM of a computer. I don't act like a hard disk. I act like a RAM, extra RAM and an extra processor for them, so that they can evaluate their life in a much better way if they want. Again, if they want. Basically, I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe in work-life choice. See, whether you want to work right now, whether you want to live a life, it's your choice. It should be dynamic. See, there is no point in saying don't take anything to us, from anything in your profession to your home. Don't bring anything from your home to you are a single individual. You can't just switch off and say everything is all right. From the moment I enter my home, everything is going to be all right. You fight with your wife or husband and then go to your office. You can't say that everything is going to be all right at home or at the office. You get the first peon or the first easy fellow and you thrash him. And everything follows. So that is actually something regarding life coach. In business coach, I think it's entirely different. Probably most of you are actually aware of the concept of business coach. I personally think it is helping people to get started, really. Most of them have not started their engine yet. That is, they just do business. Have they really started their engine, turbo engine, is the first question. Because unless you are doing that, you are not going to break that barrier. So I help people to get started. Then at least they should know where they are right now. See, if I want to go to Delhi, I should know where to start. First of all, I should know that I want to go to Delhi. Then I should know where I am right now, whether it is in Mumbai, whether it is in Cochin, or it is in Wayanad, or it's in a desert, or in a forest. From each place, the way to go to Delhi is totally different. So probably I help people to realize where exactly they are right now, especially with respect to the business. So I can have any idea and think like a big entrepreneur. That doesn't mean that you are a big entrepreneur. Yes, you have the skills to be a big entrepreneur. So basically, making people realize where they are right now and imagine then probably where they can be, where they can be. That is also, see, it's not easy to dream. It is because many times I have been pulled down by my own restrictions, my own feelings. I said about negative emotions. I can't dream big. See, if I can dream big, probably I can achieve also. I don't dare to dream big. So imagine where you could be is also something which is very important, especially with respect to business. And telling them from your position to their how you can get there. It could be totally different for each different persons. That's where a business coach actually can see. It's totally different from a business consultant. A business consultant and a business coach is entirely, that is what I feel. And probably once you know everything, getting you started, I think that is business coach. I think that is a basic difference. Mentor is entirely different. Mentor is everything included. I think that you need see, ultimately it's very difficult to share something with your friend. If you are sharing with the wrong person, you're finished. You can't share everything with your husband. You can't share everything with your son. You can't share everything with your wife. You can't share everything with your father, mother, brother, even brother, or even friend or society, nothing. So you need somebody sensible. See, I was always impressed by this concept called wise old man. I don't know if you have seen Red Indian movies, there is always a wise old man. Can you get a professional wise old man in your life? I think it is extremely important because you can't share everything with everybody. So that's it. That is where a mentor would ideally come in. Then that's it. I mean,
I think super message. It is not about Reshma. The question number 4 you should ask, right? Super message, sir. It's not about living happily. It is about dying peacefully. देखिए अभी और एक पर्सपेक्टिव आ गया. So somebody here said it's about living. मैं खुद मानता हूँ. It's about living happily. Sir says no. It's about dying peacefully. Here I want to quote Miss Nikita Mehta, a wonderful colleague, entrepreneur. Now she has merged her firm with Saurabh Agarwal's firm, and she's an intrapreneur, employee thinking like an owner. And ma'am writes, and by the way, she comes from a vernacular medium. At what amazing communication skills now in English, and a go-getter. I'm not sure if Sujit sir knows, but ma'am is also an MBA from ITM. We women have the right to see, dream, cherish, enjoy with hands-on with family member and friends. And once we accomplish all this, we love to share our happiness with all. So please note, it's an amazing comment that's come in.
Yeah. So, sir, taking it ahead, could you throw some light on what are the other things you do?
Something which is very unusual.
So I will like to, sir, I found something very, very unique in your CV that you sent to me. You also talked about change management, crisis management, damage control expertise.
Yes.
I'm very keen to know what is this. So I understand what is crisis management. I understand what is change management, but what is this damage control expertise, sir?
Even change managers asking, helping people to change from what they are to what they want to be. Anyway, but this crisis and damage control exercise is something which is very unique. See, in your life, you would have faced a lot of crises. Many times, when you are in real crisis, whoever you are, however smart you are, once a real crisis happens, your thought process gets arrested. There is something called prefrontal lobe in brain, prefrontal lobe. That is called the executive brain. Or you are made a human. You may are different from an animal is mainly because of your prefrontal brain. Unfortunately, in a real crisis, that will cease to work. And the problem is you will create more damage to your life when you are in real trouble. You don't know what exactly has to be done in a real crisis when you are in pathetic situation, especially defamation or something is wrong in your business, your family, your personal life. See, people do something else which will totally derail their life. So in a situation, when a real crisis, if you have a consultant telling you, don't do this, this is the best way to control, limiting your damage is also something which is very important. In a real crisis, you would have done something seriously bad. Then limiting the damage because of that, what best can be done to get over that situation? That is very important because the whole life can be destroyed with that single incident. It is very easy to say bounce back and all and do that as early as possible and all. It's like a slide, water, like in a water theme park. You can decide before the slide starts. But once you are in that slide, whatever you do will actually pull you down. So it's actually basically, again, a consultant helping you how to get out of that crisis and how to limit the damage. So that's it. If I am not involved with that situation, I can think clear-headedly, coolly, so that I can help the other person to limit the damage.
One last question to all the three speakers. The first one goes to dear Sujit sir. What is this 21-day transformation challenge that you have launched?
Yeah, basically what I feel is we as a team
Sir, a bit
felt
louder.
that,
It's a bit
yeah,
louder.
we as a team, what we felt is now people are all at home, and more than the physical health, it is also a mental health which is at the problem now. And everything starts with your health. And in 21 days, you cannot have a big transformation. But what we suggested is here we focus on the lifestyle correction, basic thing. Sleep early, have your dinner early, have food on time. And there is an accountability that we do. We have a secret Facebook group where we talk to each and every participant about what is that. We have a health profile taken, how many glasses of water you drink, everything which takes care of your lifestyle. And in this 21 days, our motto is whenever someone joins for this 21 days, we teach them certain things which they can carry on with them for lifelong. And that is what is this 21 days transformation all about. It is about making small corrections in your lifestyle, which not only you, but as a family, the entire family can make changes. So that is all about this 21 days transformation challenge. We have actually finished our 2 transformation challenge. Tomorrow we are starting with our 3rd season, which has almost over 2,200 participants already enrolled for that transformation challenge. So this is how the 21 days transformation challenge is going to be planned.
Fantastic, sir. 2,200 plus 1. I'm creating a pressure on myself. No, I'm serious. I'm creating a pressure on myself. Look, after 21 days, if Dr. Vinod Nair calls me and says, you look the same, then I think I'll have some problems. So the pressure is creating upon myself, and I'm ready to accept challenges. Vinod sir, before I go to ma'am for her closing comments, sir, you are everything now. You are an ENT surgeon, life coach, business coach. What is it that is remaining for you, sir? Because you, as you said, you're constantly learning. At the age of 30, you learned something and then you did something. Now, what do you want, sir? What is your final goal?
Ultimately, my aim is to be a happiness coach. Like ultimately, that is what I want everybody to have in life. And it's extremely difficult. If I say I'm a happiness coach right now, I am sure there will not be any takers, because people are not really worried about happiness unless they are in real time. They think they are happy. They are unfortunately totally mistaken. See, they don't know real concepts about happiness. That is what I really, many people say you have a car, you have plenty of money, you have a house, good house, everything is, the life is happy. But I think it's different. So ultimately my aim is, these are all different modules to fit into that. If at all I would be like to known as anytime, it should be like a happiness coach.
Fantastic, sir. Absolutely fantastic. Which brings us to the last question to a woman leader. Bindhu ma'am, your final message to all the wonderful people. And incidentally, all of them are still listening, right? We have overshot time, but all of them are still listening. Okay. And as a rule, we don't disclose numbers. We will never disclose numbers because it's a sponsored program. All of them are still there. Ma'am, your closing comments, and then we stop for today. Please.
My final comment is to everyone is opportunities will not come always. Opportunities comes only once, but you need to be prepared to take it up. If you need to be prepared, you should always have the base. The base is the skill that you can acquire throughout your life. Only if you have that basic skill, whenever you see the right opportunity, you can take it up. Otherwise, opportunities will come and go. And if you take the right opportunity, there is no end to it. You will be a leader. That is my message.
Superb, superb. Remain skilled. Reshma ma'am, you will propose a vote of thanks. We always believe the lady of the house will propose a vote of thanks. So this reminds me that all of us are born with talent, but to hone it with perfection requires, and then you make it skill. There was somebody much more talented than Sachin Tendulkar, and that was a gentleman by the name of Vinod Kamli. Unfortunately, let's put it the other way around. Sachin worked even more better. He may add, so he was ready when the opportunity came, and he succeeds where it is. Today for plasma donation drive, Dr. Pawar was talking to me day before yesterday, and he said, I need an international figure. So I said, why not talk to XYZ, ABC, maybe Mr. Bachchan? And suddenly we realized, why don't we talk to Mr. Sachin Tendulkar? Because Dr. Vinod, right, Dilip Pawar, I'm sorry, Dr. Dilip Pawar, who was our first COVID warrior, now his passion is plasma donation. From people who have recovered from COVID, plasma donation, give it so that senior citizens are safe from COVID. So he calls me at 10:30 in the night and says, Menon sir, आपको लगता है कोई international person आप जानते हैं? मैं बोला नहीं sir, I don't know any international person. तो सोचा ना, then I said, Amitabh Bachchan, maybe I can connect to somebody. Maybe Aishwarya Rai I can get through Rajesh Srivastava sir. He said, नहीं मुझे सचिन तेंदुलकर का ये चाहिए. I said, I can ask my students. I don't know them directly. And then I realized talent everybody has. To hone it to a skill requires absolute dedication, absolute passion. Fantastic. I end my part and I request Reshma Menon to please propose the vote of thanks to all the wonderful speakers and the participants who have taken time and stayed with us. Thank you very, very much. Right. Over to you, Reshma ma'am, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So we all have grown up listening to this, that experience is the best teacher. So today we learn from the life experiences of these three personalities. Just by single, one focus on their passion, whatever they believed is right, whatever they enjoyed in life, they have been so successful. And I'm sure all my students, my parents have now got the right direction about whether it is the career choice or how to lead their lives, how to inculcate the right values, everything together we learned today. So heartfelt thanks on behalf of Menon Mantras and Menon Schedule. Heartfelt thanks to all the panelists and to all the attendees as well. Have a great day ahead.
And
Thank you.
excuse me, this is how it gets infectious. I've already got a WhatsApp from Mr. K.C. Shetty saying that, you should invite Dr. Prabhakar Shetty also in your panel because he will also be a great value addition. So sir has already, this is how the entire chain works, right? This is how the chain works. I'm really thankful to all of you all. Thank you, Bindu ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reshma ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.